When is your guest leaving this house? I think she has overstayed her welcome.
Please, Valerie, not now. You wouldn't want me transferring aggression on you.
You went to his house? Why are you so concerned about that mannerless girl?
Mannerless or not, she is a woman like you. And I don't see you as a woman who wishes damnation on other women because of sentiments. That girl is just a naive, ignorant, local and helpless individual.
She doesn't look like one. Neither does she act like one. Someone who spent only one night here and is already planning to take over the house, acting like she owns the place.
I know she could be extra, and you both got on the wrong foot. But that shouldn't make you blind, knowing you could get away with it.
Why blame Mike only? You chose to see fault with everyone else except for Princess Dorothy, the naive and ignorant girl who could do no wrong. I am sure if reverse were the case and I'm the pregnant one, you wouldn't be concerned and acting like a defense lawyer.
I would do more than this, just so you know. But I'm glad it isn't you. What I am saying is, they both made a mistake and should be equally responsible for it. She shouldn't be the only one suffering for something that they both did.
So what's Mike saying?
He denied it, saying he didn't force her. She wasn't a virgin, blah blah blah, and even went as far as telling me to have my share since Dorothy is at my house.
He said that? That guy has totally lost it. But I don't pity that girl at all. After all the insults I received from her when I was trying to reconcile you and Mike, I vowed never to interfere in anything involving him ever again.
That guy has gone mad. I won't be surprised if he is on hard drugs.
I had a lot to do today.
Isn't Mike your friend? What is this new attitude he's portraying? I never visualized him as someone who could be so callous.
I guess you now see I am the better one amongst us both.
In fact, if you weren't my son, I would have said I wouldn't be surprised if such came from you. I guess looks can be deceiving.
Well, never judge a book by its cover, Dad.
But have you spoken with him? Mike, I mean, maybe hearing his part of the story, some of this house help can't be trusted.
That's true. Your mother has a point.
I spoke to him earlier today, and he wasn't the least concerned or remorseful about what he did. He said she was cheap and available and he was just having fun.
Are you kidding us?
You mean Mike said that?
That wasn't all. He even added that since she was at my place, I could get my own share.
Share of what? What is he sharing?
That boy has certainly gone crazy. He needs a very good ass whooping so he can come back to his senses.
His parents must be disappointed in him.
I guess his mom must have chased Dorothy out of the house in anger. I mean, she is not totally innocent in this whole issue. How could she be carelessly having an affair with Mike?
Well, we can only find out after you have spoken to her.
Honey, do you need me to go with you?
No, dear, don't bother yourself over such a trivial issue. I will go and see her. I am sure we will find out a solution to the problem at hand.
I hope so. I only hate it when women are being taken advantage of.
My son is such a gentleman.
Of course, you should be proud of him.
I'm proud of you, son.
It is nice to have you, but if I may ask, to what do I owe this surprise visit?
Well, thanks for having me. I am sorry I'm only coming to visit at this moment and under such non-pleasurable circumstance.
Is everyone okay? Hope nobody died.
God forbid, nobody died and nobody will die. I am actually here because of Dorothy, your housekeeper.
My housekeeper? How did you know her?
She's in my house as we speak. Stanley saw her stranded and brought her home.
You should be very careful.
Careful?
Yes, be careful with that girl, so she wouldn't end up seducing your husband and your son and end up getting pregnant for both of them right under your nose.
God forbid. That's impossible. Such can never happen in my house. But that's by the way. I'm here to apologize to you on behalf of both of them. Please forgive them. I will be mad too, but what can we do? They are still our children. We can't throw them away. Please forgive them.
Hold on, Mama Stanley. I keep hearing forgive them, and I am confused because I am not mad at my son. It wasn't his fault that prostitute of a girl threw herself so cheaply at him. He has just proven himself to be a real man.
What? Is that all you have to say? Prostitute or not, she's carrying your grandchild, your very first grandchild at that. At least shouldn't that be enough reason to feel some pity on her?
I don't have a grandchild with that loser. She should better go and get rid of that thing in her belly. She and her bastard has no place in my family.
How could you say that?
Please, Mama Stanley, if this was why you came to my house, I must ask you to take your leave, please. I was preparing to go out before you arrived.
I should leave?
Yes, please, leave. I don't want us to offend each other. I don't interfere in your business. I would appreciate you stay out of mine.
Okay, sorry to disturb you. Have a nice day.
Can you just imagine the nonsense?
Honey,
Yes, dear.
you said you were going to tell me how the visit to Mike's house went, or you couldn't make it.
My dear, you wouldn't believe what my ears heard today.
Honey, with this your response, it must not have gone well.
You wouldn't believe she sent me out of her house.
You don't mean it.
She said her son did no wrong. As I initially had been apologizing on behalf of them both, she made it clear to me that Mike had only proven himself to be a complete man and that it wasn't his fault Dorothy made herself cheap and available.
You can't be serious. What kind of woman is that?
I wish you. I was equally shocked. I never expected such words from her. I used to think so highly of that woman. I was more than disappointed with her response.
So she's giving credit to what her son did. It's alright, there's a day of reckoning for everyone's behavior, either good or bad. One day, we will all reap the fruit of our actions.
Only those with a conscience admits to that. That woman has no conscience.
Don't bother yourself about that, my dear. It is well. You have tried your best.
Good evening, Dad. Good evening, Mom.
Welcome, son. How was work today?
It was great, Dad.
Welcome, dear.
Mr. Ojo called me. He said he wasn't able to reach the office line, so I gave him your number instead.
Yes, he called me. He had the wrong number. I gave him the correct number though, just in case.
Okay, that's good.
It's a good thing you came back early. That girl cannot stay in this house. She is pregnant, so I can't keep her as an house help. She has to leave.
Did something go wrong? She didn't even tell me what she said.
She said her son has no fault. It wasn't his fault Dorothy was cheap and made herself available for him to prove his manhood.
What? She said that. But why am I even surprised? It's true. An apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Mike's parents are the reason he has grown up to be an irresponsible man. I just hope they wouldn't regret their actions in the future.
No one gets away with evil done against another. If they don't reap their evil works here on earth, they will surely answer for it after death.
You are right, Mom.
You brought her home, so you should find a way to tell her she can't stay here. She's already getting too comfortable, going in and out of my kitchen like she owns it.
I guess it's the pregnancy that's giving her extreme appetite.
At least she will learn her lesson. She will never let herself be used by any man again in the future. This experience will make her wiser.
Okay, ma, it is well. Dorothy, how are you?
Oga, you don't come back. Welcome. How work?
Work was fine, thank you.
Hope say no problem. Your face not too good.
Nah, there is no problem. I am just exhausted from work.
Okay, Oga. Sorry.
Well, Mom said you have to leave.
Sir?
I was hoping she would take you in, at least to help around the house and get stipends to meet little needs you might have. But she said she doesn't need a house help and you can't stay.
Oga. I beg, help me beg madam. I no wan go back village. Hungry go kill me, I beg.
That's not a problem. I'll give you money for food and capital to start up a small business. Something you can use to support yourself and take care of your baby when you give birth.
No, Oga, I beg, no do like that. I no get mama, I no get papa. I no get anybody where I won't go meet for village. I beg, help me beg madam. Make she no vex. I go do anything where she won't make I do. I beg.
That will be difficult, Dorothy. This is somehow your fault. Are you ignorant of the fact that the first impression matters? First of all, you have always been rude to Valerie, my sister. On one occasion, you had even threatened to pour hot water on her. One good turn, they say, deserves another. Don't you know that it is how you make your bed that you will lay on it? If you had been polite to Valerie, she would have pleaded on your behalf. But no, for some reasons best known to you, from the very first day you met her, you have been very rude to her.
No be so, Oga.
What is not so? Nothing is so with you.
Na because I been think say she be Oga girlfriend.
And so, what is wrong with her being your Oga's girlfriend? Even if my sister can never stoop so low to dating someone like that senseless boy.
I come dey jealous am as she dey come well because me sef like Oga well and I wan become madam. Na wetin make me no like her be that. Abeg help me beg am.
So because you like that senseless boy and you thought Val was getting in the way, that was why you hated her and was everything but being nice to her, right? Does that even make any sense? Secondly, your very first day here, you took over the kitchen without seeking anyone's permission. Don't you know that is utterly rude? You left a bad impression and mom doesn't want you here. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it.
Oga, I go change. Abeg help me beg madam and your sister. I no get anywhere where I go. Abeg help me.
I can't do much as it is. I can only advise you to go and apologize to Val. If she listens and decides to plead on your behalf, good and fine. And if she refuses, to God be the glory. That's all I can say.